most part. Now, just 5 of them remain in Congress, just 2 in the House, 3 in the Senate. The bottom line is this. Trump had a big control over the Republican Party before, but now it is even stronger. There are very few folks who dislike Donald Trump on the Republican side who are still in the United States Congress. He should be able to ram through legislation, at least on the ones in which he just needs Republican votes.
And we're seeing the pressure campaign for his cabinet picks right now on the Hill. There were some anti-Trump sentiments going on among GOP voters during his first term. What does it look like now for his second?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's the same basic thing that we see in the United States and the United States House. All right, Republicans on the Trump transition. You go back to January 2017, it was 80% approved. Now, that's not bad. But, oh, my goodness gracious, look at where we are now. It's 96%. I mean, you can't get any more universal, basically, than 96%. Those that disapprove, look, it was 10% back in January 2017. Now it's down to, get this, it's down to just 4. It's down to just 4. So, look, there are no GOP opponents in the United States Congress. There are very few among Republican voters. This is Trump's party. Mitt Romney, 100% correct on that. Folks like Romney just really don't exist in the GOP electorate or in Congress anymore.
So he makes this statement that I think a lot of people thought, yeah. Sort of stating the obvious. What about 2028? Is there any sign that that's going to change? Yeah,
look, if you're a GOP opponent of Donald Trump, maybe you hope the future is somehow brighter for you. Not right now. Look, it's still very,
it's
very
not brighter,
early,
guys.
The top chances would be the 2020.
Not for Dems, not
GOP
for
nominee
rhinos.
based on the polls and the betting markets. Vance, Trump Jr., Ramaswamy. Look, it's still very early, but this looks
Vance,
like Trump's party for now. And it looks like it will be for the foreseeable future.
And Romney said he believes it would be Vance, which would be the obvious.
Would be the obvious, and he is number one. Right on here, he's number one.
All right, those betting markets, you see them every day walking down the street in New York. They just have them up on billboards and they pop up. It's don't spend your money that way. That's all I'm saying.
I'm spending it on gifts for you.
Thank you. John, this is to you,
it's
too.
our party now.
Somewhere, Ron DeSantis is crying, by the way.
It's not just people like me saying it. What is going on, my friends? Good to see you tonight. Let's catch up on today's news, including politics and the markets. It's some crazy stuff going on. So I'm here to go through it with you guys. You liking the beard? I showered tonight. I moisturized it with some beard oil. Yeah, you know what? My wife asked me to grow it out, see what it looks like. She's liking it. And I think it's growing on me too. So I'm bearding it up, guys. I'm bearding it up. I'm looking burly. Hopefully it looks better even next year when I lose some weight. That is the goal for next year if anybody wants to join me in a weight loss challenge. But anyways, let's say hey to some people before we get started here. Country Computers is numero uno. What's up, buddy? Silent G, Hobbs in the hizzy, casting Vince. You can't close your eyes, man. You never know when I'll show up. You never know. Kathy, Frank Anastasio, Troy Man, Scott Volkovich, Agent Orange, what's up? John Cox, Paulie V, Chad Youngkin, being pro. Jack Wolf says late one must be news. There's always news, man. There's always news, but depends on what you're looking for. Steve Bernard, what's up? Candace, good to see you. You're not ready for the holidays? That's not good. That's not good. Hobbs, I unmuted. I did it. Texas Lone Star, Liz Cheney, of course, is very compromised. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Moody, it's good to have you back. Crazy stuff going on in Canada, huh, Moody? I'm going to talk about your boy Trudeau tonight, too. Liz is going to prison. Oh, we're going to see some stuff. You like my MAGA Santa? You like Santa Trump? He's very merry. He's very merry, and he's bringing us a great Christmas so far, I got to say. I'm really enjoying it. The one, what it do? John Cox says stop drinking and the weight will. You know what? I have barely been drinking the last 3 weeks, and it's not just the drinking; it's the holiday stuff too, man. I can't stop eating. I'm trying, but people just keep throwing food in my face. I'll be doing so much better. I'll have a nice day, like at work. I'll plan to like eat really chill and just have a good day, maybe fast most of the day, maybe just, and then they'll be like, company potluck, we brought food for you guys. And it's like, all of a sudden there's cheesecake and all. It's just like, come on. So I just got to get through the holidays. I am not as heavy as I was last year. So that's a good, I'm about 5 pounds lighter. So I'm considering that a win so far than I was last year at the same time. But Trudeau has to go. That's not your boy, Moody. I haven't covered finger yet, Bully. I'll be doing that towards the end while I do the market stuff. Ham explained the massive finger drop. It's not his fault. What does that mean? It's not his fault. I mean, of course it's not his fault. Canada, Australia, 2 more states for America. Candace, December came way too fast this year, except for the fact that Trump in January. I know. That's the real Christmas. All right, let me get moving. 6'2", 180. Jack, I wish. I'm 6'2" and a lot more than 180. Hold on a second. I've been fighting a cold. Whew. You don't want to hear that. Okay, let's get moving here because we got a lot to cover and not much time. Gamestop is looking good. Yeah, I'll cover the stocks here at the end because there's definitely some stuff to cover. I'm going to go over where we're at, DJT, Finger, and GameStop. The 3 I've been mainly covering lately because there's definitely interesting things going on in the markets. So don't worry. I'm gonna cover that for sure. I know you guys want that too. All right, so this is crazy though. This is the big news of the day in my opinion. After all that talk of why would they preemptively pardon her? Why? What did old Liz do? She's innocent. Oh, no, big deal today. House report on the J6 committee came out, and apparently old Lizzie Lou tampering with the witness of Cassidy Hutshinson without a lawyer. This is why they deleted their communication. This is a bombshell, guys. This is an absolute bombshell. Because there's so much involved in this. It's not just Liz Cheney now could have criminal charges pressed against her. It also could absolutely unwind the entire J6 committee, which I think most of us figured was very possible with Trump coming in and the investigations are going to do. But the fact that this is happening before he gets in is even better because you can't just blame it on him now. The Democrats, this is killing them. This stuff kills them. And this is who Kamala decided to buddy up to at the end of her campaign as like the way to win over Republicans. And now it's coming out how corrupt Liz is. It's beautiful. I mean, it's Merry Christmas, another Christmas present to us. And we got a few more coming because the news, I mean, last night was rough. You know, I had to cover the school shooting and stuff. It was not a fun night. But tonight's a little more fun because we're getting some good MAGA news tonight. Good, let's just call it MAGA. We're making America great again. We're unwinding corruption. We're getting our country back on track. This is good stuff. Here's more details on it. The Oversight Administration is referring Liz Cheney for a criminal investigation due to partisan activities on the J6 committee. House Administration Subcommittee on Oversight gave its recommendation interim report on former Speaker Nancy Pelosi's now disbanded weaponized J6 committee. Former Representative Liz Cheney's illicit collusion with star witness Cassidy Hutshinson while on the J6 committee in particular raises major ethical issues. Damn, you just can't do this. And you know what's scary? What's scary is this is coming out so quickly before Trump comes out. Now think of just if your mind can handle it, if you can handle the nightmare thought for 2 seconds, think how awful things would be right now if Kamala Harris had won. Can you imagine if the House, because it still would have been Republican controlled until at least January, because if she'd won, she probably would have won the House coming in January, but they'd still have it right now, right? So the Republicans say they release this and just knowing that nothing would be done. Because if Kamala had won the election and we knew there was a new Congress coming in January, Kamala would be sworn in January, we would get news like this and just be like, they effed Trump. And we would have to live with that. We'd have to live with that knowledge that like we all kind of knew it anyways, but then the official knowledge that this would come out and just think, just for 1 second, just put yourself in that place and think how how, like, the massive bullets we dodged, the nuclear bombs politically we dodged with Trump winning, because this is just unacceptable. This is evil. And this is the kind of stuff they would have used if he would have lost. This would have been the kind of thing that would have thrown him over, the Jan 6 nonsense. And anyway, here we go. So it just, wow, guys, we dodged so many bullets. It's get down on your knees and thank God again tonight before you go to bed that we won this election, because this stuff is just, it's so disheartening. But right now we can get excited because it could lead to something. But it's also disheartening to know that we were this close to these people getting away with it forever, and us have lost our country and our president, the guy who should have won the whole time because of all this fraud. We were this close. Isn't that insane? Here's the findings. Finding number 1, President Trump did not attack his Secret Service detail at any time on January 6th. We already knew that, because you'd have to be a moron to believe he would have taken on based on all the details of the beast and what all they said. But it's insane. Finding 2, there's no pre-planned off-the-record move to the Capitol in the days leading to January 6th. Finding 3, no evidence President Trump agreed with rioters chanting "Hang Mike Pence." Duh. I mean, this is all does, but it's now official. Finding 4, Cassidy Hutshinson falsely claimed to have drafted a handwritten note for President Trump on January 6th. That's a big one. Falsely claiming to write a note. President Trump did not have intelligence indicating violence on the morning of January 6th. Cassidy Hutshinson lied about the classification status of documents to disparage Mark Meadows. That's insane. That's insane. Oh, my God. Finding 7, Representative Cheney and Cassidy Hutshinson attempted to disbar Stephen Posentino. I'm sorry to say I don't know who that is, but it sounds bad. Finding 8, Cassidy Hutshinson misrepresented President Trump's actions at Lafayette Square Park in the summer 2020. As a Select Committee star witness, Hutchinson's testimony formed the basis of the Select Committee's false but most enduring claims against President Trump, the report states. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. We suddenly have in writing a House report done under President Biden on his watch, completely debunking the most outrageous claims of January 6th. And I still know people who voted for Kamala not because they liked her, but only because of this nonsense, because they bought the BS. And now we have this just completely blowing it out of the water. This is so huge. Without Hutchinson's altered testimony, it's unlikely Select Committee can make its assertions about President Trump's mood, attitude, alleged culpability. So she's the entire witness. They based the whole thing around her. 185 times she's mentioned in it. Evidence overwhelming. Select Committee violated House rules, deleted documents in the final days of 117th Congress, had a predetermined partisan outcome committed to convey regardless of the facts. Guys, this is such a huge bombshell. This, along with the tapes, along with everything else we've seen, there's nothing left to the January 6th thing. There's just nothing there. There's nothing you can throw at Trump. It was a riot or a protest that got out of control, because the other day they announced how many feds were there. FBI was all over that place. So it got out of control because of plants and because a few people got a little stupid, a very few people, and that's it. And Trump has nothing to do with this. This completely exonerates him from everything January 6th. They're going to fight it tooth and nail, but I'm sorry, guys, this is it. This is it. And also it sets up Liz Cheney for jail, which now you got Adam Schiff could be completely investigated for Russia. Liz Cheney now for this, and obviously Fauci for COVID. And those were the 3 big pardons they were thinking of, preemptive. But meanwhile, Biden's out there pardoning 8,000 people, everybody who ever did anything corrupt in this country that was white collar, pretty much. They're all getting off, but can't figure out that preemptive pardon thing yet. We'll have to see what happens there. What the hell's going on with Liz Cheney? Big JR, we're talking about it, buddy. We're talking about it. What's up, Akira? Hobbs, Biden tweet about the school thing caused for... Oh, yeah, we talked about that last night. Moody says, I've known the chains were crooked since the days of lies of WMDs. Absolutely. Find out if Kinzinger knew everything. Oh, I'm sure Kinzinger knew a lot. I'm really sure he did. Yeah, absolutely. My mic volume, Randy? Is my mic off, guys? Let me know if my mic's off, because it's reading pretty strong here. It looks good. You might want to just refresh the YouTube page. I'll pull the mic a little closer, but I can't turn it up anymore. It's already up pretty high. Johnny, Biden spoke against people in Congress trading stock. Really right now? That'd be interesting. Really? They're going to ban stock trading? Okay, I'll see if I can pull that up, especially when we go to the market stuff. Johnny Strayhorn says, so right, Ace, we have a chance now because of the win. We would surely be done otherwise. Absolutely. Absolutely we would. So, all right, everybody else saying it's good. So, guys, if it's low, you might want to just refresh and see if that fixes it. So, anyways, that's huge. Okay, and it comes on, I think it's pretty it's pretty appropriate. It's pretty ironic that this all comes out on the same day when the Electoral College is sealed. So today is when all the electors got together. You guys notice that we didn't hear anything this year about electors, faithless electors. In 2016, Hillary was trying to get electors to be faithless, remember, to overturn the election. We didn't hear anything about that this year. Nope, they were locked in from the get-go. No news on this. In 2020, this was a big deal because people were hoping maybe somebody would do the right thing, notice the fraud. But nope, this one died without a hitch. Everything's going by without a hitch. Am I yelling now? See, I'm trying to be louder for people. Sorry, Big JR. Is that better? So today it went by without a hitch, and I just think it's poetic justice that his election is sealed today on the same day Liz Cheney gets busted in the Jan 6 committee. It's 2020 all the way back around, and now we're getting the justice that we didn't get in 2020. It took 4 years, and I'm telling you, it's all going to get better from here. We're going to get this man in. We're going to clean up the past while moving in the future in a way that's going to be so much faster, so much better, with such a better team, with a rejuvenated, smarter Trump than we would have gotten 2020. And so all the hell we went through in 2020 is going to be so worth it. But this is just beautiful. And if you just need a reminder of how beautiful it is, let's watch this lovely lady show her affection for Trump. It's a beautiful thing. I never get tired of seeing it. Leader of ACLU wants Biden to pardon all illegals. Oh, of course he does. Cheney looks like a washed up OnlyFans MILF. I think she's taking up a run to be on the Rhino Crack. She has no chance in hell. Listen, if Liz Cheney was going to have any future in politics, she got destroyed in her seat in Wisconsin, and then she joins Kamala and gets whooped. She has no future in politics. We won't see her again, trust me. And thank you, Brett, for reminding me. Please like, share, subscribe if you're new. Here we do the news with a little flair, cover the stuff a lot of people won't talk about in certain ways, get in trouble with YouTube all the time because of how I talk about things, and we have some fun while we do it. So thank you, Brett. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks, guys. Andy, good things come to those away. Amen. Hero, did you see Putin says they have a cancer vaccine? Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that tonight because YouTube hasn't been happy with my videos right now. But yes, you can go on X and look up Russia and cancer vaccine. There's some interesting stuff there. Here, just we broke it through. Obviously, he got all 312, but just look at how fast it came in. These electors came in, and just look at the red versus the blue. It's just beautiful. This makes me very happy. That's how fast he got to 270. Obviously, it's still filled out even more with all those states, but all done. Beautiful. And then Trump trolls everybody by posting this. Here's an image of the official Electoral College vote from Pennsylvania. Our big Pennsylvania win. So nice, he says. Official ballot for President of the United States. There it is. It's Wyoming. Thank you, Alan. You're right. It wasn't Wisconsin, it was Wyoming. I got my W's messed up. Thank you, Alan, for calling me out on that. See, real-time fact-checking on this channel. Give me a sec, guys. I'm so ready for this cold to be over. It's been messing with me. Texas Lone Star says, in the 2000 Electoral College, I received more than 10,000 emails in the 5 day before voting in the Electoral College. Most emails want you to change your vote. Are you serious? You were an elector in 2000? That's awesome, Texas. That's crazy. Good for you. John Cresson, welcome, buddy. Drew, what's up with Nuck short squeezing? I have no idea what's going on with Nuck, but I'll share. We'll talk about Pedro's post here in a little bit. The latest Citadel finds? No. How high are they? Kamal and Shady could run their only Dems page. It'd be the first page we paid not to watch. That's so funny. Yeah, Lee, we're praying it'll get better, but thank you. 50-second like. We can get to 100. Oh, it's not a signature. It's not his signature. This is the write-in for Pennsylvania sent in. So they wrote in his name. In other words, you won the whole state of Pennsylvania. So send it there. You're older. I know your mind's not gone, Alan. You're very sharp. You always keep me on my toes. Okay, we got more fun stuff. 60 members of Canadian Parliament have signed a letter calling on disgraced Canadian PM Justin Trudeau to resign immediately. Check this out. Yesterday, their finance minister quit right before the budget was due or something crazy like that. She was out. She hates Trump, saying we can't keep doing this. And now we got 60 members Canadian Parliament calling on Justin Trudeau. Moody, you happy out there? Like, this could happen. I don't know if it will happen, but it's getting close. And we have right here, here's what the Parliament, the people of Canada think about Trudeau.
You've sold us out to globalism.
Okay.
You are not working for Canada.
His face.
You are working for your globalist partners. I wonder how much they're paying you to betray Canada. What do we do with traitors in Canada, Mr. Trudeau? We used to hang them for treason. And you're doing that very same thing to us now.
Dang.
You've sold.
Hey, Moody, I thought you guys were supposed to be nice in Canada. Hey, take off, you ozer. You ain't been very nice to us, eh, Mr. Trudeau? Hey, Trudeau, you know, I don't want to be too mean to you because I'm a Canuck, eh? But you just been really screwing up, eh? So I think you gotta go take off, eh? Go take off and get out of here, eh? You guys ever see Strange Brew? Oh my God, it's one of my favorite movies. Just the absolute best, with Dave Thomas and Rick Moranis. Unbelievable movie. But you Canadians, you're not so nice anymore, are you, Moody? He's changed you guys. He's pushed you to the edge. It happens. It happens, and this is amazing. I want to see it all done. If he goes down, this would be absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Governor Trudeau. Are you running for governor of Canada, Frank? I love it. Is Canada going to be a state? Yeah, I want to get our hopes up for that one. But it would be pretty cool if it did happen. But yeah, I don't see that happening. Although I bet you right now about what? How, Moody, tell us, or if Chris is out here, tell us how many of you guys would choose to be Americans right now? Like, I don't know, 30 to 50%, somewhere in there. Hey Trudeau, I like your ginger ale, eh? Make Canada great again. Amen. Nordman up there. How many of you guys would be voting for just become part of the states at this point? Hoser. That's right, JR. You know what? We just got to do a clip right now, just in celebration of our northern brethren, and how beautifully funny this movie is. If any of you guys have never seen Strange Brew, you are missing out. I don't know how much I can play without getting banned, but we're gonna give it a sec here. This movie is just amazing. This is like my favorite thing to ever come out of Canada.
Give me one. No way. Come on, give me mine. Take one and then that's it. Beauty.
Beers and donuts. That's so nasty. Hey, Jose, do you want some beer, eh? We'll pour it in your bowl, eh? And you drink the beer and you get all gross, eh?
Save one of those beers for me, eh?
Oh my God. I love this movie so much. If you guys have never seen Strange Beer.
What the hell's going on in there?
Just get your beer.
Oh man. Yeah, dog was Hose Head. He's Hose Head. You see it right here. Yeah, it's right there. Hose Head. Anyways, I'm getting off track, but I had to do it. That's for you, Canadian, my favorite Canadian people. Love you guys, but hopefully you get rid of this man. It would be good for everybody. Lucky Lager. You had a Rottweiler like beer? I think all dogs actually kind of like beer, right? Yeah. SEC chairman needs to set rules and make the fines equal to how much they've made from these mistakes. They'll end quick. Can fund SEC for your amen. Wicked, you saw the movie the other day and told myself what the F did I watch? You watched a classic, sir. You watched a classic. All right. So that's all the craziness going on in our countries right now in North America. We got Trudeau about to resign, the whole J6 committee just blowing up, the Electoral College sealed, all good stuff. And of course they like beer, Moody. They're Canadian. You know, that's how it works up there. But we also have this insanity. All right. So today, yeah, Vince, that's right. I found this mouse in our beer, so you got to give us a whole case, eh? I would play more clips, but YouTube doesn't like it when I play clips. I get in trouble. So YouTube is the no fun zone. And if my channel wasn't seriously 30 times bigger here than it is on Rumble, I would completely move to Rumble. But it just doesn't, my channel just does nothing over there. And yeah, so unless I could move everybody over to Rumble at the same time, I got to stick it out here and I got to deal with the YouTube monarchy. So anyways, today Dow was down again, 9 straight days, guys. Longest losing streak since 1978. Do you guys think, I mean, how do you have stuff like this happen and still think everything's okay? I just don't understand. I mean, I get that I've been wrong about a crash. I get it. But when I see stuff like this over and over and these records that are bad for the economy and the stock market happening over and over and over again, it's like, how can you not come to the conclusion some bad's coming? I just don't understand. Like, that's not how my brain works. I see evidence and then I get like a lot of people out there, you people of faith jumping in my chat being like, nah, market's fine. It's going to keep going up. I'm like, cool. You guys don't have any data to support that, but so far your faith has been proven correct. So I get it. I've been wrong on calling that there's going to be a major market downturn. But how do you see this stuff and just not get scared? Or maybe scared is the wrong word, but just not get apprehensive about what's coming. I just don't understand, because this is crazy. This stuff is absolutely crazy. It just doesn't make sense. I like the Apple leading soon to be PM of Ken. Oh, what's that guy's name? Yeah, he's pretty good. I have not tried Kick. Oh, actually, I looked into Kick. I didn't like what I saw. Yeah. No, it's going to be Rumble. And once X finally builds out their media a little bit more and promotes it a little bit more, I'll be trying to get over there too. But I'm actually working on getting a new PC, because the reason I haven't been dual streaming lately on Rumble and YouTube is because when I was doing that, my quality of my stream wasn't as good. So I'm upping because my internet's fine, so I'm upping my PC. I've just been saving up to buy a new PC so I can run everything a little better, and that should clear up the quality issues. And then I'll dual stream Rumble, probably keep streaming on X as well as YouTube, and that'll make the transition easier when I'm ready. 78th year you're born, Hobbs? Well, there you go. Cindy Lou, with the undertrading Bill Biden said he would pass, would force Tremonto to get rid of stocks and investments. Tremonto? You mean Trudeau? People still follow the Dow. It's called tax harvesting, Ace. Alan, not for 9 straight days. I'm sorry, you don't tax harvest 9 straight days, especially after you just got a major jump from the election. People are going to be more, the small business confidence just went roaring up since Trump came in. Dow should be climbing, or at least have had a break here or there. 9 straight days is a warning sign. It's a red flag, and we have to, that's a lot more in tax harvesting. Lyrical says, once people in place leave, they'll stop pumping up the market, and like all truth coming out will be the last to go. That's what I think's coming. Yeah. Brett says, Twitter shut down, the government was trending quite high. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that as well. The government is on the verge of shutdown. In fact, Rand Paul just was the deciding vote to make it so the omnibus they're trying to get past, the what's it called, the stopover gap funding they were going to do until March. He just put an end to it. So we're very close to having a government shutdown. Merry Christmas, everybody, which, hey, to all of us, that's a good thing, because the government doesn't really shut down. All the stuff that has to be out there, which is still like 75-80% of the government, still continues, but 20% shut down. And, it's never a big deal, but it does force them sometimes to be a little more austere and make cuts. So it could be a good thing. And yes, so we're facing another government shutdown as well. Oh, the market will love that. Market will love that. So much for a Santa rally. We're definitely not seeing it this year. QEfinity posts, everything's fine. This is not normal, folks. Straight down this long with no bounce. Exactly. That's what it is. Since there's no bounce, that's the reason I know it's not just a tax, whatever. This is big. There's not only is there not a Santa rally, I mean, we're seeing a sustained drop. What is that? That is 46 years since the last time this happened, guys. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. So something to watch out for, because things could really speed up there and get crazy. Nunes, this Frank Nez today. Nunes comes out again, says Trump's social media company continues to monitor naked short selling. Today, I'm going to get to the price action in a minute here because it's important. But this is really good news that Nunes has been coming out. And this is 4 days in a row that he's just been hammering this home, starting with that X22 podcast he did on Saturday. And you can tell they're ramping things up with the attack on this, with going after naked short selling, which is very good news for all of us. And so when we look at the price of everything, and this includes, yesterday we had that big run at Finger. They still, we get FOMC tomorrow. I mean, God Lord, guys, there's a lot going on. They're expecting to cut tomorrow another 25, and that's with the flipping inflation going back up. It's crazy. So today it looks bad, but remember, we've had some huge days in DJT recently. DJT still managed to close above 38, so they're in a bad place right now. I talked to Bam today. I was asking him about the market. He said the market right now, on what he's seeing, so the market is in a very dangerous place right now. However, what he's seeing, it's like if this continues, it could be very good for the meme stocks, and that includes DJT, GameStop, Finger, all these stocks, especially the big ones in the basket together, which also includes AMC, BYON. We're seeing a lot of interesting things going on, but volume wasn't as high, but they tried to knock it down today. And the reason I want to talk about this is because at one point, look what they did here. They shot it down and they couldn't get it down below 37. And then we bounced back up and held. So DJT's strength is really out of this world right now. And at the same time, don't worry guys, I'm also going to talk about Finger, but right now it's important to talk about this first. GameStop had an awesome day. Closed above 30, which, according to some people I talked to, 30 was key. It rocketed above 30 and held it. One of the reasons they're attacking DJT is because of this move in GameStop today. They're pulling from there to try to fight here on GameStop, keep it down. What we're waiting for is that when they all start moving together, that's when things could really start breaking open. And we were very close today. At one point, DJT swung green while GameStop was climbing up. They're starting to lose control. It doesn't mean they can't get it back. Guys, please don't. I'm not making predictions on anything tomorrow or the next week or anything like that. I can tell you right now, though, that right now the shorts are feeling the pain. They are massively feeling the pain. And we got to hope, although it's probably not going to happen, that if Powell doesn't cut tomorrow, that's good for us. A cut, at least temporarily, is going to give them a shot in the arm. And that's probably why we're seeing all these futures up right now. They're expecting a cut tomorrow, which could reverse what's been going on in the Dow. But you see everything is just dark green right now. Everybody's happy. Everybody's expecting a cut. And that's just going to temporarily push the markets up again. Probably give them some juice until Trump gets back in, because there's not that many trading days between now and January 20th, with Christmas Eve being a half day, Christmas Day's off, New Year's Eve is a half day, New Year's Day's off, so there's not many trading days between now and the inauguration. The inauguration, though, is when it could get interesting, especially with DJT and what's pumping up with GameStop. So if those go off, then we also have the fact that Finger just finished their audit. They just divested themselves from Univest, which I think they did on purpose, the timing right now. Finger's been getting crushed as it ran to 260 the other day. Absolutely crushed. Why, though? When they lost that, they lost track of it for a minute, 260, this was somebody letting off some steam. And then they got it back under control. They've hammered it down. Well, why? Why would a short be wanting to get out now? I think it's because they know the dividend's coming. Dividend's coming. Audit just got done. So the good news is, I hope you guys didn't buy when it was at 250, 260. I hope you've learned by now. But it looks like we're coming back into another accumulation phase. Volume way down today too. So, and there's just a lot of interesting things going on. It's important to watch closely right now, because if the market really does continue a downturn, if Powell doesn't cut tomorrow, or if the rate cut doesn't inspire a rally and all of a sudden Dow's down again or barely finishes green and goes back to being red, we start seeing this trend continue, it means stuff's really bad. It means stuff is like about to fully break. Government shutdown, that is terrible news for the markets. So I'm just saying, guys, keep waiting. Keep accumulating if you can, if you want to, if you got conviction. This is not financial advice, by the way. It's just my opinion. I'm just seeing a great opportunity right now, because I think we're going to start seeing a lot more movement here in all these stocks very soon. And we get one after the other. Just remember, every day right now, we're like this. Okay, so here's the inauguration over here. And here's things getting worse and worse. Just that pressure is building. And as it gets closer, it's just like, imagine they're stuck between, because they don't want to go. They don't want to be in past the inauguration. Once Bondi gets in, Patel, not saying day one, unless Trump signed like a executive order about naked short selling on day one, which he probably won't, but you never know. I've heard he's got a lot planned. We could be looking at 60 to 75 executive orders on the first 2 days. Okay, so a lot could happen those first couple of days. But these shorts, they know what's coming. They know that all these people in DJT, the president, the attorney general, the FBI director, they're going to be coming after them. Devin Nunes is now officially part of the administration, even though he's the CEO of DJT as well. That pressure is just building. And that pressure right there on DJT, I guarantee you all the same players in DJT are also the same ones in GameStop. Finger's a little different, doesn't have as many shorts in it. But if those guys break, it'll break the Finger guys too, because all that money works with each other. We're in a liquidity crisis. We now have the government about to shut down. The stocks market's already struggling because guess what? Their money's starting to dry up. They're not going to be able to pump out as much money, the government, well, shut down especially, but even yelling with the treasury bonds and stuff, that's going away once Trump's gone. I mean, things are getting crazy right now for them, the crooks on the stock market. And so if one of them decides to leave early, it could ignite all of them getting out. So this is the kind of stuff to watch for. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm not saying this will definitely happen, but you can look at everything going on right now. Look at the data, look at the trends, and just put together 2 + 2 of what's coming in on January 20th. And you can say, like, where's their hope to get out of this? I just don't see it. And all the people who are much smarter than me, whether it's Ham or Bam, I always love how they rhyme, Pedro, several others, I mean, they're all seeing it. And we're all just kind of waiting to see where the break's going to be. Wicked, you're convinced counterfeiting shorts won't change their ways until feds kick the door and unplug crime machines. And that is possible. It is possible. But I tell you what, if it starts happening that a couple of them go down criminal charges, that could spread quickly to where others are trying to get out. They do not want to go to jail. They'll lose their money over going to jail. They just will. These guys they're not built for that. They don't want to do that. Lyrical, shorts are in a maze room. There's no way out as the room gets smaller. I like that. That's a good analogy right there. Brett, if we get a rate cut tomorrow, is that like a Royale with cheese or a big Kahuna burger? I'd say it's definitely a Kahuna burger for these people. I like that. A little Pulp Fiction there, huh? Finger needs an announcement. I know, and I do think it's coming. It's been disappointing that we didn't get the dividend yet. And that's just been the story this whole year. The dividend keeps getting kicked down the road. But Shen kind of put a date on it when he told William that it would come out mid-December-ish. So my guess is it's coming soon. It's got to be coming soon. So Lyrical says, tomorrow Fed say no rate cut. Numbers come back bad. Double trouble. Oh, yeah, it would be bad. Well, inflation's been terrible. You guys, I've shown you guys how the inflation rates climb back up. So a rate cut is not smart, but they might just do it to stimulate the economy because they're scared too. The Fed knows that it's in this precarious balancing act right now of trying to get inflation down while also trying to not kill the economy with too restrictive of interest rates. The problem is they're trying to hit that perfect soft landing. I just don't think it's possible. So either way, if he rate cuts, it's going to hurt us because of inflation is going to continue to go up and it'll give them a little more time. But eventually this, you got to pay the piper. It's coming. It's just a matter of when. And they might be able to hold it off to the new year a little bit, but it's once Trump's in and that spending dries up, because they're going to be responsible with this government. Trump knows. I guarantee you right now, Trump knows that he has to let the economy go down to build back up because that's the only way he's going to get to rebuild things the way he wants to. It's the only way because you can't keep the system going. You just can't. So the government's not going to push this economy up anymore. Doesn't mean they won't do anything. They might have a little stimulus to keep it up in some areas to make it so people's suffering isn't as bad. But I just don't see any way he keeps building this bubble so that it pops even bigger towards the end of his term or at the end of it all. It's just we're in code red right now with all the spending, debt, and everything. We just can't keep this up. So thank you, Brett. Yeah, please hit the like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it, Brett. Thank you so much. So on that note, guys, I'm going to call it a little earlier tonight. I got to get to bed. Still haven't been feeling well. Gotta get rested. Tomorrow's a new day. I'll be back tomorrow. Be back Thursday, and we'll keep it going. But God bless you guys. Thank you for the support. Again, like, share, subscribe on your way out. And I think good things are coming in so many ways. But we got to fight to get there still. We got to fight to get there, get Trump in, all the insane stuff. And also the market stuff. Just it still might take a little more time, but we're getting closer. So, all right, Heavenly Father, thank you for today, God bless everybody here. Thank you so much for them. Thank you for Christmas. And I just pray, God, that more and more good things happen for Christmas for everybody here. I pray that you bless everybody and their families, God, abundantly this holiday season, and give us wisdom going into the next year, how we can all position ourselves to prosper, protect President Trump and his team until they get in and even after, and just keep momentum on them and wisdom to fix everything, God. And just thank you for getting us here so far. We are so blessed, and I'm so grateful we can see all this crazy news and just know that we're in good hands here soon. So thank you for that. In Jesus' name, bless everybody here. Amen. All right, bless you guys. Love you. Have a great night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Like, share, subscribe again. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.